A 35-year-old woman identified as Comfort Innocent, a human trafficking kingpin, has been arrested by men of the Nigerian Police Force Ogun State Command. Hi, welcome to What's Happening. These are the top 10 stories now. At number 10, a cross-section of nurses in Olabisi Onabanjo University Teaching Hospital Shagamu have appealed to the Ogun State government to recall 2 nurses. The nurses made the demand during a peaceful protest to seek the government's intervention in reinstating the affected workers. According to reports, the nurses Aisha Ajibola and Prince Dega were sacked by the management of OOUTH recently for participating in the September 15th strike action called by the Nigerian Labour Congress and for speaking against the sack of a colleague, respectively. At number 9, the Ohanaeze has expressed delight at the Northern Nigerians' acceptance to restructure the country in the mood of independence constitution. This comes following statements by the convener of the Northern Elders Forum, who described the current presidential system of government as useless and must be dismantled. President General of the Parents Igbo Body Chief Nwodo, who made the expression, said, "At last, reason and patriotism is beginning to prevail," adding that the Igbo Body believes that restructuring is long overdue in Nigeria. At number 8, the Imo State Governor Hope Uzodinma has lamented the high level of corruption in the state's civil service, which he said has destroyed all apparatus of government in the state. Governor Uzodinma, who spoke at a Catholic Mass in Omoma in his country home in Oru, East Local Government area, and through a press statement said, contrary to popular perception, the problem of Imo State is more with the civil service system than politicians. Uzodinma said Emeka Ihedioha's administration did little or nothing to address the anomalies plaguing the system, but his administration came on board and embarked on full automation of the payment system in the state. At number 7, the Lagos State Commissioner for Health, Professor Akin Abayomi, has raised alarm over sales of fake COVID-19 test results for international travelers in the state, adding that there had been an increase in positive cases from inbound travelers. Abayomi, during a media briefing in the state, assured that the state government is putting measures in place to identify and apprehend both buyers and sellers involved in the racket and will not hesitate to prosecute them. At number 6, the Nigerian Center for Disease Control said the country has recorded 1,254 deaths as of Sunday after 7 people died from the disease in the previous 24 hours. The NCDC, in an update on its site on Monday, said 838 new cases were found in 16 states over the previous 24 hours. According to health experts, the situation could get worse if citizens keep violating safety protocols. With the latest figure, the country's total infection is now 84,414. At number 5, some residents of PortHarcourt in Rivers State have appealed to the state's governor, Nyesom Wike, not to proceed with the intended lockdown of the state in order to curb the second wave of COVID-19. This comes following the state governor's promise to impose a fresh lockdown in the state from January 2021 due to the rising number of COVID-19 infections. The residents, however, preferred options of limiting travelers into the city rather than locking down the state and expressed readiness to wash hands regularly, wear face masks, and observe physical distancing. At number 4, following reports of death of 20 doctors across the country in 1 week due to the coronavirus, the Nigerian Medical Association has called on the federal government to provide comprehensive life insurance policies in place for doctors and other health personnel who risk their lives in the line of duty. They also demanded adequate protection for its members as COVID-19 infection gets more alarming. The NMA also said doctors and other health workers are being paid abysmally low hazard allowance, adding that there are no enough personal protective equipment available to doctors and other healthcare workers in the front line. At number 3, it has been reported that gunmen suspected to be bandits on Sunday night killed the leader of a vigilante group, Malam Umaru Bali, in Maigora town in the Faskari local government area of Katsina State. According to reports, the bandits also allegedly abducted 8 persons during the attack, which took place in Rimi village in the Sabuwa local government area of the state. Residents disclosed that the vigilante group engaged the bandits in a gun duel leading to the death of Malam Bali. The bandits reportedly left for the forest with the 8 abducted victims. At number 2, the Lagos State Commissioner of Health, Professor Akin Abayomi, said the state would deploy oxygen therapy centers in the high-burden local government areas to manage severe to critical COVID-19 patients. According to him, the centers were sited at the Mother and Child Center Etiosa, General Hospital Alimosho, General Hospital Solo, Agoda Primary Healthcare Center, Surulere, and the General Hospital Bagada. Abayomi noted that the medical oxygen is the primary treatment for the majority of patients who were suffering from severe COVID-19 symptoms and believes that timely access to oxygen is critical in ensuring the patient's survival. Finally, at number 1, a 35-year-old woman identified as Comfort Innocent, a human trafficking kingpin, has been arrested by men of the Nigerian Police Force Ogun State Command. The suspect was apprehended last Thursday over the abduction and trafficking of 2 underage girls. According to reports, her arrest followed a report by one Oluwasegun Aduratola and Sekirat Fasasi, both residents of Shingo Town in Abafemi, Owode local government area of the state, who reported that the suspect abducted their daughters named Blessing Aduratola 15 and Hasisat Fasasi 16, and explained that the suspect, who is an alleged notorious human trafficker, was about taking the 2 girls to Libya, where they will be forced into prostitution. The Divisional Police Officer Owode Eba Division CSP Matthew Edea, who conducted the arrest, said upon interrogation the suspect confessed to being a human trafficker and that she had been in the business for a long time. Always remember to wear your mask, wash your hands, and stay safe. That's all for now. See you next time on What's Happening.